Seattle police are still searching for the suspect in a brutal stabbing in off-campus housing that killed a UW student. Officers tell us the 19-year-old transgender woman was killed in the laundry room of the Nordheim Court Apartments. Now tonight we're learning it's not an isolated crime. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling is joining us now from there. And Jennifer, you spoke to students who live there who say a recent attempted burglary suspect closely matches the suspect description in this deadly stabbing. What can you tell us?
Those students I talked to said they were terrified. They said on Saturday night, April 25th, they found a man halfway into their apartment. They left their window cracked open on a lower level unit just to let some breeze in. They found him there at around 10:17 that evening.
It's definitely something that was very traumatic.
This student who asked us to protect their identity says when they first heard glasses rattling below the kitchen window in their Nordheim Court apartment on April 25th, they didn't think much of it.
We did hear them and thought it was the cat and ultimately realized it wasn't.
One of the roommates ran into the kitchen and found a man halfway inside the window, the screen pulled out.
My roommate who saw him scream to get out of our house.
They say he backed out and fled while they called 911.
I came running and we all barricaded ourselves in my room at the back of the apartment.
The students say responding officers found a knife, but the man was never caught, and the case was logged as a burglary by the University of Washington Police Department.
There was also nothing done about the situation in general.
So when they heard about last night's deadly stabbing in their apartment complex, they were concerned.
It was about 10:20 p.m., almost the exact same time as the murder that happened last night.
They tell me the person they saw in their apartment closely matches the description of the suspect officers released today. The suspect in the homicide case described as a black man about 5'6", 5'7", who was slim with black hair and a beard. He was last seen wearing a button-up shirt, dark vest, and blue jeans.
We've been living really on edge since that happened, and we had been discussing it about an hour before we got the notification about this homicide that happened.
The roommates have since moved to an upper-level unit for safety, but don't live too far from the laundry room where the murder occurred, sharing this video that shows the laundry room window, which is now boarded up.
We do believe that if my roommate hadn't spotted him and he hadn't lost his advantage, that he would have continued to come inside and possibly do something to us.
I did reach out to Seattle Police to see if they were checking in if that recent break-in was related to this homicide case. They referred me to the University of Washington Police Department. They said that that previous break-in was their jurisdiction. I reached out to them and I'm waiting to hear back. Reporting live in Seattle, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.